and welcome to our guide to the presentation videos for this year's Undergraduate Research Symposium. My name's Jerry McMillan. I'm a UROP advisor, and this is the first in a series of videos we've created for all of the types of presentations you'll be seeing at this year's symposium. Just as a note, if you want to present at this year's symposium, there is one place I recommend that you go for all the information related to it. See the Student Presenter Guide. Read it early, read it often, read it always. All of these videos have a lot of information, but for specific, detailed information, go to the guide. It will either have it there or tell you specifically where to go to find out what you need. The guide is the definitive source for everything about the symposium. So let's start with a brief definition. What is the UC Irvine Undergraduate Research Symposium? The very simple definition, it is a celebration of undergraduate research, which means it is a celebration of you and your faculty-mentored undergraduate research project or creative activity. You have done hard work. You've done a lot in your lab, in your project, whatever you're doing. This is your chance to show off. It's your chance to showcase what you have done and for people to appreciate what you have accomplished. It is a 5-day event. We have presentations throughout those 5 days. We have 4 days of oral presentations. The 5th day is our poster and presentation showcase. 5 days of student undergraduate achievement. Again, celebrating what you have done. As part of this process, we give out the Chancellor's Awards for Excellence in Undergraduate Research. We give awards for oral presentations and for poster presentations. People who receive the Chancellor's Awards receive a certificate signed by the Chancellor. Also receive a gift card. And as you might imagine, it's a great item for your resume or your CV. If you're doing a poster presentation and you want to be judged for the Chancellor's Awards, you need to submit a video as part of your initial application. From those video auditions, we select the students whose poster presentations will be judged. If you're doing an oral presentation, you need to submit a video up front as part of your initial application for the opportunity to present an in-person oral presentation. If you are selected to do an in-person presentation, you will receive a Chancellor's Award. And then you'll have the opportunity to be judged for an even higher degree of award. But the Chancellor's Awards recognize excellent presentations as part of the symposium. And just a quick note, the application process is in 2 steps. Details in the guide. The initial application, you submit information about you, about your faculty mentor, about your project, an abstract. If you are submitting an audition video, either for the opportunity to do an oral presentation or to have your poster judged, you need to include that audition video as part of your initial application. For specific application dates, refer to the guide. Once we receive the initial application, we judge the audition videos. And then a couple weeks later, we release the information as to whose auditions have been successful, and we return your applications to you. At that point, you need to provide us additional information. If you're doing a poster presentation, you upload a copy of your poster. You upload a picture to be associated with your profile, other information to be included as part of our online program. And that will be completely due about a week before the symposium. So application, two separate steps. Again, refer to the guide for the specific timeline and for what's included in each application. As I mentioned, we have different types of presentations. First of all, we have oral presentations. Basically, an in-person oral presentation is you are standing in a room talking to people. You've got an audience of people to whom you are presenting. You can make slides, PowerPoint slides, to illustrate the talk you are giving. We give you 7 minutes to present. Within that time, you can give a detailed overview of your presentation. And again, as I mentioned, if you want to do an in-person oral presentation, you have to submit an oral presentation audition video with your initial application for the opportunity to do that. The people whose audition videos are successful are given the opportunity to present in person. Oral presentations are offered the 4 evenings at the beginning of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, each evening built around a common theme. And we will select maybe 10 presentations for each of those evenings. So about 40 oral presentations all told. So that's oral presentations. The other big group is going to be poster presentations. A poster presentation is basically a 2-part presentation. There is you standing next to a poster. Both of you interact. Neither of you is a complete presentation. You are interpreting and enhancing what's on the poster. We have 3 presentation sessions on the Friday of the symposium. Each one is 75 minutes. During those 75 minutes, you are standing next to the poster, talking to people as they walk by about your research. They're walking by, something on your poster catches their eye, they come up to you, they want to talk to you. Give them an overview of what you've done. Talk about how cool it is. Talk about what's on your poster and how they can know more about it. Answer questions that they have about your poster. It's your chance to interact one-on-one with people and talk about your research. So like the oral presentation, you're sharing information about your project, but this is a much more intimate way of doing it because you're talking directly to people rather than to a broad audience in the room. So the third type of presentation we've got is arts performances. A lot of people have received UROP support and awards for doing projects within the School of the Arts. This is their chance to shine. We have dance presentations, music presentations, theater presentations. These also occur Friday of that week as part of our poster and presentation showcase. And it's completely different than anything else that's going on throughout that whole week. And it's a completely different energy and a completely different type of presentation. But it's still presenting the results of their research and creative project. So all of these types of presentations are part of that symposium week. We have videos that talk more about oral presentations and poster presentations and doing presentations in general. If you're doing an arts performance, we rely on you within the School of the Arts with your faculty, with the other people you're working with, to do an excellent presentation on your own. But as you're going through the application process, as you're getting ready for the symposium, just remember, this is the first video in the series. You probably found it through our student presenter guide. You may have found it on the website, but all of the information you want is in the guide. Refer back to it often. It's the definitive source for information. And as I said, we have a number of these videos talking about specific presentation types associated with the symposium. Check out the ones that interest you or watch them all. They're here for you to make your presentations better. So thank you for watching this video. We look forward to seeing you at the symposium, and good luck with your presentations.